Have you ever wondered what it feels like to vanish without a trace, to become an unsolvable mystery of history? Such is the tale of the Roanoke colony. Nestled in the New World, it was the first English settlement in America. A vibrant community of over 100 souls, it promised a new beginning. Yet in a twist of fate, its inhabitants disappeared without a trace. Their story remains one of history's most intriguing puzzles. So how did a thriving colony of over 100 people mysteriously vanish? Let's delve into the past. Our story begins in 1584 when Queen Elizabeth I grants Sir Walter Raleigh a charter to colonize America. With this royal backing, Raleigh embarks on a journey across the vast Atlantic filled with dreams of establishing a prosperous English colony in the New World. His first expedition, a scouting mission, sets sail with high hopes. However, they are met with unforeseen challenges. Harsh weather conditions, unfamiliar terrain, and the complexity of establishing diplomatic relations with the native tribes all prove daunting. Regardless, Raleigh's team manages to secure a foothold, staking a claim on the island of Roanoke. Undeterred by the hurdles of his initial endeavor, Raleigh organizes a second expedition. This time he sends a larger contingent, equipped with supplies to establish a settlement. Yet fate isn't on their side. The expedition struggles with similar issues as before, coupled with dwindling supplies and mounting tensions with the native tribes. Despite their best efforts, the attempt to establish a permanent settlement ends in failure. These initial expeditions, while not successful, provide Raleigh with invaluable insights and experiences. They set the stage for what comes next, the establishment of the Roanoke colony. They highlight the immense challenges that lie ahead, but also the potential rewards of successfully colonizing the New World. In 1587, Raleigh, undeterred by his previous failures, sends a third expedition, leading to the establishment of the Roanoke colony. This is where our mystery truly begins, in a place that would soon become known as America's lost colony. In the summer of 1587, a group of about 115 English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. They were hopeful, full of dreams of a new life in a new world. The group was led by a man named John White, an artist and mapmaker by trade, but now thrust into the role of governor of the new colony. The settlers immediately got to work building a village from scratch in the wilderness. They constructed houses, a fort and other necessary structures, all under the watchful eyes of John White. Despite the hardships, the settlers persevered, driven by their dreams of a prosperous life in the New World. One event of particular note during this period was the birth of Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the New World. This birth represented a beacon of hope for the colonists, a symbol of the new life they were striving to build thousands of miles away from their homeland. Virginia's birth was celebrated throughout the settlement, a ray of sunshine amidst the struggles of establishing a new colony. But life in the New World was not easy. The settlers faced numerous challenges, from the harsh weather to the scarcity of food, and relations with the local Native American tribes were strained, to say the least. Despite their best efforts, the colonists found it increasingly difficult to sustain themselves. Recognizing the dire situation, John White made a tough decision. The colony was running out of supplies and they needed help. So White sailed back to England, leaving his newborn granddaughter and the rest of the settlers behind. He promised to return with aid, but little did he know that it would be the last time he would see his fellow settlers. However, the colony soon ran out of supplies, and White had to return to England, leaving the settlers behind. The story of Roanoke was just beginning to unfold, a tale of hope, despair, and one of history's most enduring mysteries. After a delay of about 3 years, White returns to Roanoke only to find the settlement deserted. Imagine the chilling scene that welcomed him. The once bustling colony, now a silent ghost town, its cobblestone streets echoing with the emptiness of vanished lives. The houses, once filled with laughter and hope, were now empty shells, their hearths cold, doors ajar, as if the settlers had left in a hurry. But the eeriness of the scene didn't stop there. The most baffling part was yet to come. Etched into the bark of a nearby tree were the letters CRO, and on a post at the town's entrance a single cryptic word was carved: Croatoan. No other signs, no other clues, just this enigmatic message, as if the colony had transformed overnight into a real-life mystery novel. Croatoan! What could it mean? Was it a distress signal, a cryptic message, or perhaps a name? The word belonged to the local Native American tribe and the nearby island. But did it signify that the colonists had sought refuge there? Or was it a red herring intended to lead searchers astray? And what about the CRO on the tree? Was it an unfinished message interrupted by some unforeseen event, or was it a separate clue altogether? A piece of a puzzle that was yet to be solved? The absence of any sign of a struggle added another layer to the mystery. There were no signs of a violent conflict, no evidence of a natural disaster. The houses were not ransacked, the fields not burnt. It was as if the settlers had simply vanished into thin air. A shroud of mystery hung over the deserted colony, its silence speaking volumes. The only clues left behind were the cryptic carvings, their meanings as elusive as the fate of the settlers themselves. With no sign of a struggle or any indication of where the settlers might have gone, the Roanoke colony had become a ghost town. Over the centuries, the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke has sparked numerous theories and investigations. One of the most prominent theories posits that the settlers may have assimilated with local Native American tribes. This theory gained traction when English explorers reported encounters with Native Americans who had European traits. Intriguingly, some even spoke fluent English and claimed descent from the Roanoke settlers. Yet without concrete evidence, this theory remains just that, a theory. Another hypothesis suggests the settlers met their end due to disease or starvation. The harsh conditions of the New World were unkind to the unprepared. Food was scarce and the settlers were unfamiliar with the land's diseases. It's plausible that the colony was wiped out by an epidemic or succumbed to famine. However, this theory doesn't account for the complete absence of bodies or grave markers. Then there's the theory of Spanish attacks. The Spanish, having established a foothold in Florida, were not pleased with the English encroachment on their territory. Could they have orchestrated a brutal assault on the Roanoke colony, eradicating every trace of it? While this theory is compelling, it lacks solid evidence. The Spanish records of the time make no mention of such an attack. Some theories even venture into the realm of the supernatural, suggesting that the settlers disappeared due to witchcraft or extraterrestrial intervention. While these theories are intriguing, they are largely dismissed by serious investigators. Despite the many theories, only one thing is certain: the Roanoke settlers vanished without a trace. Archaeologists and historians have dedicated their lives to solving this mystery, conducting extensive research and digs in the area. Yet they've unearthed no definitive answers, only more questions. Despite extensive research and archaeological investigations, the fate of the Roanoke settlers remains shrouded in mystery. The Roanoke colony, America's first English settlement, has become its oldest unsolved mystery. Over the course of this exploration, we've delved into the depths of this enduring enigma, traversed the timeline of the lost settlers, and probed the plethora of theories that have emerged over the centuries. The Roanoke colony, founded in the late 16th century, was the first English settlement in the New World. Yet within a few short years, it had vanished, leaving behind a haunting legacy and a mystery that has yet to be solved. The only clue to their disappearance was the cryptic word Croatoan etched into a wooden post. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, the fate of the Roanoke settlers remains shrouded in uncertainty. Today, the mystery of Roanoke still grips the imagination of historians, archaeologists, and mystery lovers alike. Whether it's the intrigue of the unknown, the allure of early colonial history, or the fascination with the unexplained, the story of Roanoke has firmly cemented itself in the cultural consciousness of America. The Roanoke mystery has transcended the bounds of historical curiosity and entered into the realm of pop culture. It has inspired countless books, films, and television shows, each offering their own interpretation of what may have happened to the mysterious settlers. The story of Roanoke has become an enduring symbol of the challenges, risks, and uncertainties faced by the early settlers in the New World. But perhaps the true power of the Roanoke mystery lies not in its solution, but in its ability to captivate and inspire. It's a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a tribute to the resilience of those daring souls who ventured into the unknown, and a reminder of the mysteries that still lie at the heart of our shared history. The story of Roanoke is a haunting reminder of the challenges faced by the first English settlers in the New World, a mystery that continues to captivate us more than 400 years later.